Westside. Tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Yeah. Episode 79. We in the building. You already know who it is. It's the host with the most, B Brezzy, aka Poppy Sazon.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick. How y'all feeling out there?
After 3 weeks, we are back. Hope y'all didn't miss us too much. You feel me? Need a little R&R, before we could give y'all an excellent pod episode. All right. Before we get started, please follow us on all social media. This might not go well. If you're in the brand deals, business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. Check-ins, brother. How you feeling? How was your 3 week rest? Talk to the public.
That's cool. It's cool. I had a little vacay. Definitely wrapped up work. Got a even longer vacay now. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm at the point of maturity where like time off is good, but too much time off and idle time, and my mind is just like, woo, going through it. So I don't know. I think I had a lot of expectations. I ain't gonna front. Like I said, I had a rough start to 2022, rough first half of 2022.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely been, processing that and just grinding to kind of get that in order. So I guess I kind of assume once everything like school year and everything else was done, I'd be straight. And it's not quite going that way. I'm doing all right, but it's like I could be doing a little bit better. But I've been working out, getting consistent, trying to work on these hobbies. We back potting, so I'm excited to just kind of put whatever happened in the past behind me and keep moving forward. So I'm feeling I'm all right. How you feeling?
Oh man, I totally agree with you, brother. I'm feeling good. 3 weeks. Potting. I was catching the bug a little bit. I was itching like what's the nigga from New Jack City? Pookie. But we back in the building. Vacation was we had fun. We had plenty of funny stories. Slick almost got bitten by the dog gang.
I definitely did almost get. I forgot about that. I definitely almost get eaten by dogs at fucking 5 a.m. in the morning.
Like we over here traveling in Mexico at like 4 a.m. on bikes, just reckless, but it was fun and brilliant memories. Tune in to our Patreon soon as Slick finish uploading the video, editing and uploading the video. We will have exclusive footage from our vacation, and also we also have two new content on our Patreon. So go over there and subscribe to that, and we're gonna be popping out more content. But other than that, I'm back to get into business. Summer's looking great, even though outside is looking expensive. But you know what? Slick, I'm going to tell you right now. I didn't put this on the docket, but I just thought about it now. Fellas, it's New York City Restaurant Week. Yes. You get a good meal for $30, $40, $60. You know that little nice little girl that, don't want to eat at Applebee's, too good for the 2 for $20. She wants you to take her to some nice little spot. This is your chance to flex for the low. So come through, fellas. Go out for Restaurant Week. Go take a nice little young lady, preferably a black queen. Show her around. Show her a good time. Be a gentleman. Yeah, I think that's a good thing.
It definitely is. I think it's opportunities to go places you probably never even thought about going, or you maybe you wanted to go to, and it's like you thought that price was outrageous. And it's not, for the uninformed, it's not just a week. It's literally like 3 weeks to a month worth of time. So you guys can really go out, get you some good eats. There's a lot of dope summer stuff happening. We got the Brooklyn Night Market. You got I think the State Fair in Jersey just wrapped up or is wrapping up soon. Yeah. But you have rooftop movies in the park. You can get the picnics popping. You got all the street fairs, all the little pop-ups, the roller skating rinks. It's a lot of fun stuff. Smorgasbord. Real talk, like, it don't even gotta be a date. You can go with your family, you can go with your friends, you can go with your bros, your sisters, your ladies, just have fun. I think that's one thing that I think if the last 2.5, 3 years have shown us anything, it's like we gotta have fun. And they don't always gotta be ratchet ass shaking fun. They could be like, yo, let's go roller skating. Let's watch each other bust our ass real quick. Let's go play some paintball. Let's go, let's do some shit we don't never normally do. So, restaurant week is popping. If we hear about anything else, we put it out there. But yeah, do that.
Restaurant week is from July 18th to August 21st. So you telling me if you don't have enough time to take that girl out, then ladies, if they do not try to take you out during that time,
you might not be the one.
You just
but time out.
You just a booty call, boo boo.
But if he not trying to take you out, why don't you take him out? If somebody fellas only gotta show attention. And hey, maybe like I said again, something you could do with your family, your friends. If it's not, maybe it's you chilling, you having a hot girl, or something. You're not worried about these niggas or these shorties. I'm gonna try to stop saying niggas and bitches all the time.
This might not go well, but shorty's not taking you out. I gave up on that myth. Matter of fact, I don't give up on that myth. She has to be like totally into you. So it might be like after like 3 or 4 months of y'all actually really talking seriously and heavy before she takes you out. So you probably if you just started talking to shorty now, most likely you ain't getting taken out during restaurant week. You feel me? Bro,
that's a fact. I think we got it's the summertime, so everybody moving a little, everybody trying to have fun, not trying to be too caught up. But they also, if you is trying to be on that type of time, you gotta make sure you get through the habitual. Is this motherfucker trying to play me? Period. Because I think that's what everybody be looking for. You feel me?
That's a fact. And what you call it. And also a lot of movies. Just a lot of shit happening. New movies came out. I didn't even see the Thor movie yet, but I heard it's fake trash.
I'm not watching any Marvel movie. After Spider-Man, I'm good. I was done because I felt like Phase 4, they rushing it because they trying to get to the next big shit. There's no real crazy shit for this one. So I'm chilling on that.
And also I just found out my guy that was in Get Out is not going to be in Black Panther 2.
Because he's in a new what's it called movie?
And Nope, right?
Yeah, Nope.
With Kiki Palmer.
Yeah, the Jordan Peele John. I mean, you take it because I feel like you get a chance to be a lead role, or you get to be a supporting role in a legacy film. You're in the original Black Panther. And I'm saying without Chadwick Boseman, we all gonna go see this, but we don't know if it's gonna hit like the original. It might not have the same impact as the original Black Panther, especially with the trend that Marvel has been with in Phase 4. But that's a different conversation for a different day.
Well, at least hopefully nothing gets leaked, especially an iCloud account.
We're talking about Hunter Biden.
Joe Biden. When we over here criticizing your political decisions. Your son's iCloud account gets hacked, and I'm telling you, boy, Hunter Biden, I ain't gonna lie, I probably want to chill with this nigga. This nigga be having fun over here. Nigga got the crack on the scale. That nigga, bro. Did you see the leaked videos?
I chose not to because I don't want the government to knock on my door like I seen that shit.
Facts. You're right. Yo,
but I read about it. I heard about
healing energy.
I heard he had the yayo and shit on the scales. He was doing shit. He was talking shit about his dad like anybody would. I don't know. iCloud leaks is just so crazy. I think it was the same stuff that they found when I guess he threw out a phone or something without completely wiping it, and somebody went through it or whatever. So it was like the same contents. Like it's not like the government didn't already know about it. It was one of those things where like, all right, now the mainstream media got it. Oh shit.
Because the statement came out saying they knew about it. And allegedly he spent $30,000 in 5 months for prostitutes and transporting them across state lines. Yo, that nigga was wildin'.
He's here for a good time, not a long time. I get it. I understand.
Nah, and then this was a little eye opener. He had his pop's name as Peter.
Oh, that's weird. I have no comment on that. I'm not going to talk to you.
It was and then it just had like a lot of conversation, pictures, videos, images of drugs and sexual activities. My boy was living a rock star life. I'm telling you, all them little politician kids.
I mean, but you gotta also think too, like just because they parent, think about what your moms and pops do for work and what you got in your phone. Imagine if they was at a nigga. And my mother
girl sucking your dick.
Look, I'm just saying, like, imagine that. It's like I can never run for office just based on some of the debauchery I've had in my phone over the years. I'm like, shit.
Niggas get a hold of my tweets is over.
I just started cursing on Twitter, so I was well aware of what I was saying at this point. You can't blame me. It was after the panorama. I was fucked up after that. But I'm just like, I have sympathy in those things. I was like, because at the end of the day, people like celebrities, politicians, their kids especially, they're human and they do human shit. It's a lot of people, a lot of motherfuckers that's throwing stones. Nigga, we ain't forget about them marijuana pics you had on your Instagram page and your story and your close friends, or what's the new shit, Twitter circles. Yeah. I was like, nobody answered my question, so I felt like such a lame. I was like, yo, what's a Twitter circle? And nobody responded. I was hurt. I was like, at least normally somebody, like even my shorty didn't even respond. I was like, damn, does that mean you have one, or you just don't want to tell me? You don't want me to know, so I can't have.
It to go off of what you say too, people taking pictures, because I remember when I don't forgot which of Obama's daughters, but they got caught
Amalia
smoking weed.
Yeah.
But she was being low with it, and then somebody just kind of like paparazzi her on the side. So it's like you have your life under a microscope.
Absolutely. So it's just kind of like, yo, I get it. If you out here living, like, I look at it like this. At a point, we are all rebellious when it comes to our parents. And, you know, when we want to do certain things, sometimes you take pictures. You might not post everything, but there's some shit that, if anybody, like I said, if anybody's phone there's some shit right now. If your girl went through your phone, like, you don't think it's that bad, but if she seen you, be like, oh shit, wait a minute, can't explain that one.
Video of me, if they get a video of me at college, whoa, your brother's a little wild.
I was about to say, let me try to run for city councilman.
Remember that one time I had that show, you know? Yeah. You know what? I'm over here snitching.
Exactly. It was like shit. Damn. Like damn. Remember that night? Ah, shit. Outside. In the park.
What? Then I put her on your tape. Yeah, you just had to be there.
It's just like, so I get it, and I think it's just like the level of scrutiny you got to remember. Again, people are human, even if he did have some wild shit up there. Because I was like, oh damn, you got, but they knew about it.
He really had the crack on the scale. My nigga was weighing this shit, bro. My nigga is a movie. You know?
How many rich white kids you know that be doing illegal shit and taking pictures like, bro, ain't this shit cool, bro? Like, look, bro, look what I got, pounds of weed, bro. I'm not even gonna go to jail, bro. Look, my dad's fucking president, bro. Like, what's up, bro? like
most I would get is probation, bro.
I'm about to say, and they're gonna take it off my record in like 6 months. So fuck it.
Facts. Well, what's your thoughts? Speaking on, you know, politicians and crazy things. What are you thinking about the Rhode Island State Senator going viral for posting a twerking video in a bikini?
I think her head top with the twerk was well done, well executed. It was only like 4 seconds in the video.
I'm trying to see what that.
You know what's crazy?
Like,
when you put it on the docket, I had seen it in passing. I was like, oh, that's what everybody mad about. What the fuck? And then I was like, all the way, oh my god, how dare she shake her buttocks on the internet trying to solicit votes? Oh my god, this is like prostitution. And I'm like, nigga, is she even 30? Or is she not that old, right?
She's not that old at all, and she actually in pretty good shape herself.
So that's one. That's
good, man.
Not even that. But
she's 28. It's over. She's 28.
She's not even 30. She's a politician, and we're getting what politicians don't realize. And I think that it's an old person's game. It's a lot of dinosaurs that are still in charge of a lot of our political system. So oh my god, the nudity. I'm so uncomfortable when it's like black bodies has never been the thing that they really wanted to perpetuate. But then you also got to look at it like, yo, if you want a more modern adapted society, you're going to have younger people run. And it's something young motherfuckers like to do is have fun.
As a fact. And to piggyback on what you're saying is, yo, it's really an old person thing because y'all trying to be all modest and try to put up this image. And I'm just like, that just shows that y'all not in tune with today's society. If you go on social media, everybody is preaching transparency, being themselves, being real. We're not trying to uphold this fake image like we got everything to go together. Especially none of the politicians in Congress or anywhere needs to be turned, because probably almost every state had a politician commit fraud, sexual harassment, sexual allegations.
And y'all mad about little action.
There was even some that was accepted money for, just doing a whole bunch of illegal stuff. So it's like, the image of our government officials are not the most clean-cut thing.
I ain't gonna front. She got my vote. I don't even care.
What?
I was like,
she got my DMs there. I'm trying to see make that shit.
No, all right, nigga. Anyway, I've just said, like, I think that as we evolve with the times, like, that's noteworthy. Her name is out there. The message was not negative. And so you mean to tell me all the pop stars and all the images of all the celebrities can shake their ass, be outside naked, and not have to wear clothes, bras is optional, but you mad because the politician decided to use her platform and her booty to get votes and get people out there registered to vote? Come on, I think that's the best use of ass. That's the best use of ass shaking I've seen in the last couple months.
In fact, shout out to this Rhode Island State Senator Tiara Mack. I'm standing behind you, girl. and
you would say behind
I
instead of beside, but okay, I get it. I understand.
But she also supports. But thing about it is, me looking up her right now, she's been very expressive about all the stuff, because I see her at the LGBTQ parade dressed in a very open outfit with a bikini, one of those little biker striped jeans. So she's always been expressive. So I don't think it's just one day she was. I don't think this was one day she just was just perfect government official and then turn out of nowhere and twerk. I think she's been doing this little stuff for her campaign. This is her being herself. And I always say what you say about Donald Trump. He's not a good politician, but I said this on this respect a lot about people is if you genuinely doing you, no matter if you're right or wrong, I can respect it. I'll probably not agree with it, but I respect it.
Absolutely. And again, like I said, is she even really being expressive? That's the culture that we live in. That is what 25 to 35-year-olds is doing right now. They is shaking ass and making shit happen, especially black women. So shout out to the older black women shaking their ass and making shit happen.
You feel me? FREE, fuck nigga free. Let's go. Now, who need to go to get out of prison and Russia playing? Brittany Griner.
That's a fact. That's definitely offended.
She's about to spend. They tell that she could potentially spend 10 years.
Yeah, she pled guilty. That's what I mean.
And we're not trying to. And then I know there's been a lot of back and forth. If this was a white or if this was a male athlete, that person would be out of there in a heartbeat. It's just so sad that just for a vape, she's really been there for months now, missing the opportunity to get money, actually, because the WNBA season started. They're already in their All-Star, so it's not like she's gonna participate this year. She missed her anniversary with her wife, and she has penned a lot of letters to President Biden, and this is kind of like what I hear is that Russia is trying to get.
They want an arms dealer.
This is on the news.
They're trying to trade her for an arms dealer.
And now playing devil's advocate, I can see why the government is not trying to do that, given the value of the arms dealer. But still, free my girl Brittany though. Free Brittany.
That's a fact.
And my boy LeBron got into a little hot water with his comment on the shop. If you got a clip ready.
White people, they're collecting black art. Have you had to explain that ever to collectors?
It's not the responsibility of black folks to use their work as a teaching tool.
Brittany Griner, she is in Russia. She's been there
over 110 days. Now, how can she feel like America has her back? I would be feeling like, do I even want to go back to America?
I'm not saying you got to be twice as good to get half as much. I always didn't like that.
He got a point. It's like, they've gotten some people out, but it's like this offense that they're holding. And granted, marijuana, hash, or whatever is a major crime over there, but it's like they're making an example out of her. And it's like, everybody could tell this isn't right. What are we doing to help me? They trying to give me 10 years. I'm over here playing basketball, trying to make money because my league doesn't have the funds to pay me. It's very disheartening. And it's like you said, LeBron is catching heat because of what he said. As soon as the big time, we gave you billions of dollars. You better not shit on our country. You're still a nigger. Somebody making $7,000 a year in Albuquerque or some shit like that. But it's also like he came outside. I'm not saying America's not a great country, but I'm saying how would you feel if they left you over there and you knew that they knew that you was going through it?
Yeah, it's been plenty of news coverage about it. Plenty of people's advocating for you, and they still not doing nothing for you. But to be honest with you, he didn't say nothing wrong to me because the country has showed us how they feel about us black folks for a long time.
That's a fact.
We love to sit here and be all patriotic. Oh yeah, our country. They've been showing us.
They don't give a fuck about you, Daquan.
Come on now, they have not, and then they don't even care about. They started not to care about regular people's lives due to the mass shooting. So it's like, can you really blame LeBron? Because a lot I see, and also fuck out of here. Eric Cantor talking about, get out the country then, LeBron. Yo, why are you always on LeBron's dick, bro. Every time LeBron says something on the media, this nigga always want to attach his name on it, bro. You are a whack ass big man in the NBA, bro. Just get your money and just do you, bro. Stop commenting on everything LeBron does, bro. Every time LeBron says something and he gets underwater, Eric Cantor always want to sit here and make a comment about it, bro. Get off my boy's dick. It's illegal to meat ride the way you meat ride, nigga. You feel me?
That's a fact.
All right, now on to the love news. I had to put this on there. You feel me? The Nipsey Hussle murder trial has finally closed, with Eric Holder being found guilty on first-degree murder. What's your thoughts on the whole situation, man?
I mean, I'm glad that it came out, the verdict came out the way it did. I think that, you know,
fast too. Yeah, fast.
Because I mean, it was COVID and shut. Like, we knew what there was video footage. Everybody, eyewitnesses. It wasn't a matter of snitching. Like, you killed somebody that was actually having a positive impact on the community. Hate to see another brother go to jail, but you make a fucked up choice. You gotta live with the repercussions. And I hope that this. I know it can never, you know, replace what he's meant to, you know, his family, friends, and fans. But I think that you could take solace in that same justice and did something right, and hopefully, you know, it doesn't ease that burden, but it's like you can sleep a little bit better at night if you were deeply impacted by his death.
He could potentially face 25 years to life in prison.
Yeah, in Cali. Ain't that the death penalty? It's not the death penalty in Cali?
Oh,
yeah,
they get rid of it? It might be, but yeah, I think, they make the decision once he get into sentences. Prior to the guilty verdict, he did get his ass whooped in jail. That's what probably held up the trial too. Just off of just the horrible graphic description of that day of when he murdered him and kicked him and did all of that, just
for being called a snitch.
Bro, you ratted, bro. It was not, you got in your bag, and he trying to pill not guilty, like he didn't get into a getaway car, like bro. But you know what? I'm also happy because I saw this online too. I'm also happy for Eric Holder family. Now, before anybody gets on my neck, after he did what he did to Nipsey Hussle, a lot of people around the area was frustrated since they couldn't get to him. They targeted his family. So a lot of his family, unfortunately, was victim of violence and murder due to his action. So hopefully, now that he's been sentenced and he got his ass whooped by a couple of inmates, they can leave his family alone because they shouldn't be judged from his actions. And shout out to Lauren London. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle's kids. Like, I already know she's talking about she wanted to leave LA, but it's just not right for her family. And I understand, because if you have not seen it in LA, there's been a lot of murals. You just see a lot of people repping it, and it's hard. Keep mentioning someone that you love every day and you can't see them. So I can understand being in an environment like that, even though, yes, you're getting a lot of support and love. I could see why you would want to get away and be away from all of that. So I continue to send prayers and healing energy to not only Laura London and her family, but Nipsey Hussle and his family as well. The marathon continues.
Absolutely. Got to watch her interview. I seen the clip. She was definitely preaching on them clips. So as I break it down and watch it again, you can watch the full interview. We'll definitely touch on that next week.
Now, the next topic, over the 3 weeks, we kind of missed out on talking about this, but I'm glad to see little TJ up and awake and recovering. It was a little scary moment. If you didn't know, it's already old story, but you know, he did get shot multiple times in his chest over a robbery in Jersey. And at one point, you know, he was unconscious, but recently there's been images of him in the hospital awake, talking and breathing. So also sending him energy to little TJ. I'm glad you're sticking with us. I'm tired of seeing young rappers, especially from New York, pass away at such a young age. Yeah,
you said it best. Definitely prayers up. Hopefully he can make a recovery. I know there was rumors about paralysis, so we'll just send positivity his way, and hopefully he can be back out soon.
All right, now to the sport news before you get to the music side. NBA, why they wait until we on a 3-week break to go crazy like this, bro? What is your thoughts on the NBA free agency, the trades that you've seen? What some of the stuff that stuck out to you, brother?
I think Rudy Gobert getting traded for, like, I mean, we always talk about KD and Kyrie to start, but Rudy Gobert getting traded for 5 players and 5 picks. can you even play that man? And not even like he got traded to be like, he's got traded to play with Karl Towns. So it's like you playing 2 7-footers in a league that's habitually getting smaller. But I mean, I guess Karl Towns offensively, he can kill you either way. And then you got a rim runner there to help out. But it's like, if you play Golden State and they go small, what do you do when they run in pick and roll 5 switches? Like, you know, which one of you gonna have both of them guard on the 3 perimeter? But I think that was big. KD asking for a trade, and Kyrie asking for a trade. Even though I read today that they might just tough it out for this season because it's not.
Because I hear they asking for some astronomical number for KD, some picks and stuff. Like people are not.
Yeah, but Jerry West said it best. There's nothing you can trade. Barring, like, say you're the Lakers, like I do LeBron for KD, or I do, you know, AD and picks for KD. You know, you have to trade something. It's not your typical. I have some, unless you're like Orlando. I would say the Thunder because they have a lot of young, but they started paying their guys, so I'm not trading him to take on salary to not win for guys that already aren't winning together. But you say like Orlando, if you want to say, give me. Jalen Suggs, give me who else they got? The kid Franz Wagner, give me young guys.
They could be giving him the run that they giving up.
You seen that boy Paolo is a problem. I'm about to make my 2K 22 and 23 build like him. I'm about to have a 6'10" offensive threat. Like he's nice. That it's like it has to be like that. And I think the best deal I've seen for potentially KD would be built around Jaylen Brown. He's an all-star. He's a 20+ point scorer. He's still 2-3 levels under KD, but I'm like, you get an all-star, you got picks, you got, you know, they you know, him and Jason Tatum, it's like, oh shit, what do you do as a defense? And then they got Brogdon, they got Smart, you know, they probably have to trade Smart and Jaylen Brown and picks, but why wouldn't you do that? But I think that's as like, what are those, Boston's still going to be good, so it's like, you're not getting high value lottery picks. You feel me? So it's tough.
But I hear the only place is the Warriors. The Warriors have the
Warriors have the players and the picks in a couple of years. But I'm like, KD's on a 4-year deal. You say picks and pick swaps. Golden State's going to be at least good if you give them KD for the next 5 years. So you're saying you get like maybe 1 to 2 cracks at the apple, right? Yep. And I'm like, if I'm Golden State, high key. Poole, Kuminga, Moody, well, even Wiseman, those guys, summer league, they look crazy. Poole was killing starting guards in the playoffs. He was giving Denver hell. You feel me?
That's a fact.
And it's like they're all 22 and younger. So it's like I'm trading for a guy who's 34 who on his team by himself where he's not able to pick his spots. He has to kind of be on go. Hasn't played a full season since he was with the Warriors. You feel me? It's almost like, yeah, we could have the name, but then we might win 2 more chances. It's like Lakers. They traded all those young pieces for AD. They got a championship, but then losing the first round, not make the playoffs, and now you have trouble building a roster. You feel me? Do you really want to run a bunch of 35-year-old guys out there for the next couple of years with them teams like Memphis looking crazy?
I think for the Warriors, the thing about it is they know that almost any dynasty goes from its highs and lows. They know that they have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond for a couple more years. They're going to try to get as many championships, as many stuff as it goes, because they know that, when this ship sails, it's going to be a long time before shit picks up again. And you could see it from any dynasty. You can see it from the Celtics. When the Celtics was winning a lot of championships, it took them until they got Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen to start seeing some shit now, and then now they're starting to look good again. Even the Warriors. The Warriors with Barry back in the days was great, and it took them until they got Steph for them to start showing light. So I feel like the owner and the GM might just trade for Kevin Durant just for the short-term goals instead of the long-term goals.
I ain't paying that nigga $200 million to play 40 games a season. I'm sorry. I'd rather take, and I'm like, them young boys, they got 2 to 3 years of being on cheap contracts, except for Poole. Poole's about to get his extension. But I'm like, yo, getting Poole locked in at $100 million, and he's playing behind Steph and Klay. Like, in all honesty, I think, once you see Klay or Draymond's value start to diminish, it's like you got their replacements right there. It's like, all right, bet.
I would trade Klay for Kevin and send him a couple picks.
Nah, off the injuries and stuff. Klay Thompson works best on the Warriors because they run such their off ball action allows him to run around. On another team, no, if they have to play, let's like the Spurs, they need to have that kind of off ball movement for him to be as efficient. Not saying he wouldn't score 20, but it'd be a hard 20. It wouldn't be 50 points on 12 dribbles type shit. You feel me? It's a perfect. Golden State is a perfect storm. Not saying those players aren't all individually great, but they're like the perfect complements to each other's games with the perfect coaching scheme. But that's why I say there's no trade for KD right now. And I think that
I want to trade for Kyrie though.
There's
Lakers,
no
please.
I
know Russell doesn't want to play with KD again, and I know KD don't want to play with Russell, but make that trade. Make that trade.
It's about the Lakers being pick raped. They're not trying to give up all them draft picks. Knowing LeBron only got a couple more years. He said, wherever Bronny go, I go. AD is built like Mr. Glass.
What young core they have? Might as well, do the Los Angeles Rams. Fuck them picks. You feel me? Fuck them picks. Live in the moment now. Get your championship or two now. And then while we in our rebuilding stage, hey, we live in our glory times until we get up again.
But is that a championship? They don't have no bench. They don't even have a starting shooting guard. They don't have shit.
We don't need nothing if we have Kyrie, AD, and LeBron.
You got three niggas that played a combined 110 games last year. So they out of a possible 246 games, them niggas.
We just need to get rid of Russ though.
I'm not going front.
Russ don't work in our system, bro.
He don't work in a lot of systems. Russ has to be the system, but he's not efficient. And he's still a great player, but it's like he has to. That's the part that we forget. He's a great player, but he has to be on a team where he has complete control. He's a regular season guy, and I think that's something that we saw. Even though when the Thunder did go to the finals that year, he was their best player. We're not gonna lie. When they went to that one,
Knicks, stop playing. Y'all did boo boo on the draft. I need y'all to get.
Did they? Because I'm gonna counter that. They said all the players they wanted were gone at 11. They used 11, got 4 future first round picks, used one to offload. They traded Jalen Duren. I mean, he might be a really good or even great center, but his game is very old school. You got Mitch for that, right? So I'm saying he might be better than Mitch eventually, but you have to wait to get there. You got 3 extra first round picks, meaning that they have 11 in the next 5 drafts, some shit like that, right? They got rid of Kemba's contract. They used that. Apparently, that was in a Jalen Duren trade. That's why Detroit took Nerlens Noel and things. So they cleared cap space. They went and got their point guard Brunson, who the jury's out on what he will be, but at worst, that's 16 points and 5 assists. He's the best point guard the Knicks had, and he's young on a contract with high value that decreases over time. Then you get all these draft picks, and you can trade them. I think that's the biggest thing. Look at the Rudy Gobert trade. We don't think Rudy is that great, right? Well, we're not saying he's a great defensive. He's probably one of the top 15 defensive.
Shouldn't win that many defensive player awards.
I mean, I would say as two people that had to struggle and play center in high school, a good rim protector. Because think about it, he had 2 6'2" point guards in the backcourt and some foreign dudes that don't play defense. And then Utah was in top 5 in defense every year. So I mean, his defensive impact is really unmatched when you really think about this current NBA. It's just his offensive status, and he can't really guard on the perimeter. But at the rim, you're not doing much better than that. Can you find someone that does close to what he does? Possibly. But 5 picks and 5 role players. They gave up Malik Beasley, and they gave up the number 20 pick in this draft, Walker Kessler, who could be a good big man. But you got to say, those draft picks, that's what people want. They want to take shots at drafting those next young players because we're in a period of transition about what players like. So the Knicks having 11 draft picks in 5 years off of trading that 11 pick for a player who they would have had to pay like $8 million a year, who is no guaranteed to be a star. We know when the Knicks pick late in the draft, they don't get nobody that they want. Unless they've been, the last couple of years, the 20s have been good to them. But when they in that 7 to 13 range, we was iffy on Obi for a minute.
I don't know. Given our history, when we passed on a couple of draft picks, them niggas was nice. We passed on a couple of draft picks, and them niggas turned out to be nice. So we could have been again.
But from what the reports are saying, you got to give up 1 or 2 of Evan Fournier, Derrick Rose, Julius Randle. They're not going to take Randle back because his contract is too long. So they're going to take possibly Rose and Fournier, and they've been talking about they want Quentin Grimes. And then of those draft picks, 3 of them are protected. And I'm like, even if they take the Knicks' actual draft picks and we keep the protected ones, but that's still insurance. We still have picks to, you can get a shot at the apple. But It's like, yo, if they do
if
it,
you get Donovan Mitchell, then everything.
But then you also got to say you got 2'6" guards in the backcourt who don't play defense. So that means Tibbs
a little bit.
That means Tibbs they get steals. Steals and defense is different. Steals just I see the pass coming, but you get one steal versus your man got 45 on your head top. It's like,
damn. Oh, side note, what's your thoughts on John Morant? Because I feel like
that Jordan shit it was misquoted. He was misquoted, but I think that in terms of
just him calling himself Black Jesus when he was giving the money,
that was weird. But I feel like, you know what? He's a country kid. He getting all this pub and press because he's the sweetheart of the NBA right now. He's gonna learn what he should and shouldn't say. Bron used to say dumb shit and do dumb shit all the time. And look at him now.
Not to this level.
Nah, Bron says some stupid shit. I can't remember nothing on the top of my head, but Bron had his sound bites where the reporters was getting on his ass.
I just don't like how he's talking about him and the Grizzlies are just talking like they really did something. I mean, like, yes, we know y'all could be a great team and y'all have potential to be great. Y'all have an excellent young core, but accomplish something first. Yeah, this is the first playoffs y'all been in a good minute, and you know, yes, y'all could have beat the Warriors if everybody was. There's a potential y'all could have beat the Warriors if everybody was healthy, especially Ja. But I'm like, yo, accomplish some shit first. Get to some conference finals before y'all start popping shit like y'all really are that team.
I'm not mad at it because they really embody what the young basketball player is. These little niggas be talking shit in the park and they ain't done shit. They ain't won not near a game. Be coming and saying, oh, you trash. You're not going to get that old hat. They talk wild shit. This is what basketball is. And that's the thing. I'm like, yeah, we don't like it because it's like, yo, we came up a little quiet, a little more humble. The nigga that was the loudest probably wasn't that good. But now bro,
at least let the niggas that's the loudest, the niggas that really busting ass. You feel me?
You're right.
That's why I say that's why I don't have no problem with Draymond and the championship parade that he was talking wild shit. I don't mind because, hey, victory goes to spoil. But if a nigga couldn't even make it past the second round, talking hot mess and talking about how your team is like that, but when y'all just made the playoffs, please calm all that shit down. Before we get to the music shit, what's your thoughts on Zion signing that rookie extension?
Get your money, nigga. You gonna put people gonna come, nigga. They gonna come see you. You left and you missed way too many games to turn down $200 million. them niggas was terrible negotiators. I was like, hold on, nigga, you ain't play. You missed the whole season.
Nah, I had given that.
You say this, but it's like you're almost obligated to. It's like in 2K. Like if your rookie player gets hurt, they don't let you not give them the max contract. And Zion gonna sell tickets. That's the thing about it. It was like his draft. You could even
this nigga's been injured since he got He started off his NBA season injured.
But in the one season he was healthy. That nigga averaged 27. Was an all-star starter. It was wild.
No, that was his first year. He came back.
No, but I'm saying his second season, in one healthy season, he averaged 27 points and was an all-star starter. And that's the point. It's like, all right, nigga, we gonna alternate injury. That means next year's an all-star season. That means I'm getting 3 all-star seasons and 2 injury seasons. I'll take it. We still got Brent, and think about it. They got Brandon Ingram. They got McCollum. They got some good young bigs. They drafted well. If that point guard they drafted turns out to be what I think he might be, Dyson Daniels, I'm like, nigga, Zion can play half the season. They gonna be A-okay.
Okay. I mean,
I get it.
He need to put them gumbos down and them shrimp poor boys.
You know, see the videos of boy doing windmills off of one step with jeans on. I was like, oh, this nigga different.
As long as he get his body right and be ready for the season, then the Pelicans could be a scary team. I agree with you on that. All right. Now, over the last 3 weeks, we got to talk about Usher. We have to do an Usher appreciation. I ain't gonna lie, they've got to be top 3 best Tiny Desk performance. Got to be up there with Jasmine Sullivan. Who else? Maybe her. I like her Tiny Desk performance.
Oh, well, I mean, Tiny Desk.
Usher. After, and we're gonna talk about the versus recap. After that debacle on that stage, for Usher to really shit on niggas, like Usher had to know that he was gonna shit on niggas the way he was gonna shit on niggas for real. Because ain't no way my nigga he did fucking Superstar. My nigga was, and even cracked jokes like, yo, Usher really showed why he's a legend, and he also showed why Y'all need to stop with this fucking Chris Brown versus Usher versus. They are not the same. I respect Chris Brown. I think Chris Brown is a talented artist, even though y'all kind of wilding with the Michael Jackson stuff. But y'all need to stop.
No, that's a fact. Usher, my guy. I remember my mother took me to an Usher concert when I was like, I think it was at on the Confessions tour, and I cried. I cried when she told me I was going. And I cried at the show because I was like, "That's my guy." And the fact that he's still hitting the notes, he's still performing. He put on for Eric Bellinger and Vedo, two very big R&B guys that are like underrated and low key unless you really follow the playlist game. And I think that he picked great songs. I like that he closed out with, he made sure he did the main singles from My Way. He sang Superstar. He gave us Confession. I was mad he didn't do Burn. I was like, damn, that's my shit.
Oh, you facts.
But there's probably a bunch of renditions of like live versions of Burn. But I definitely was like, you appreciate it when you see what the new R&B kids are doing. And I think somebody was talking, they was like, yeah, because even the kids growing up now, it's like the rappers are the melody guys now. The rappers are doing the singing. So it's kind of like when you hear a real singer, because they were trying to put Usher in that Omarion box, not discrediting Omarion's talent as a performer, but as a vocalist, Usher he ain't had to do not near a dance move. And had niggas wrapped around his finger. Pause.
Watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this.
Shit was jokes.
That's a fact. I mean, Usher showed why he's a legend, and I don't see really nobody standing against 20 hits from him. I can't really see nobody standing on that stage because not only he can sing, but he can actually perform as well. Now, yes, I can see why a lot of people say Chris Brown, because Chris Brown do have 20 hits,
but they don't stack up. Like, it's different.
Yeah, Chris, it does not. It's like different tiers.
It's like Chris will smoke any other singing nigga like that performs. And that's the crazy part. Like performance wise, Chris and me and Shorty literally did this shit like drunk the other day. We legit sat down and I had Usher and she had Chris, and we put a playlist of 20 songs and we played at random. And it was like Usher's definites, he wasn't fucking with.
Mm-hmm.
Chris's definites hit until you play Usher's definites.
And the thing about Usher is he has different era of music. Like, and the thing about it is, you know how with certain verses is like how you place what order you place your music. The thing with Usher is his 20 doesn't really need to place it in any order. And that's how dangerous Usher is, because it's not like the Dipset versus the Lox where order matters and performance matters. Like Usher's top 20 hits or like you don't really burn. That's automatically a win. Yeah. Automatically a win. Confessions. Nice and slow. You make me wanna.
But even album cuts, and that's where I think the Chris Brown thing. That's where the Chris Brown discussion gets because singles. Chris got hella singles that he could probably got said, but when you get into album cuts, everybody makes a joke. Chris puts out 50-song albums, and it's like a lot of people. There's some great cuts, but unless you're a fan, like I'm a fan, I know the album cuts Chris got, but everybody don't appreciate those or they don't play those. You feel me? Superstar is an album cut. Seduction is an album cut. Matter of fact, let me pull up some more Usher. I'm just going to name album cuts and be like, yo, like this is where it gets spooky. Like it gets fucking ridiculous. If we go through Confessions, Throwback, album cut. Simple Things, album cut. Can You Handle It, album cut. Red Light, album cut. Can You Help Me from 8701, album cut. Like, How Do I Say, album cut.
Mm-hmm.
Even you get to like later Usher, like we're not gonna do the trap shit, but it's like Here I Stand, album cut. What else we got? Best Thing, What's a Man to Do? Like Usher's album cuts hit different.
Usher, I don't really see nobody. And if you take Usher out the equation, I can't really see nobody in Chris Brown generation going against him.
Chris is smoking. Anybody that came up between 2005 to 2020, like Neo give him a good battle, but Chris is smoking his boots off of longevity.
Neo will have to include songs that he wrote for people.
It would be like, that's why Neo.
He has to include that Beyonce song. He has to include those things.
There's nobody.
It can't be just strictly his music. And I don't like the Drake
There's two different sounds. Just because they can be on similar sounding music doesn't mean the sounds work.
That's a fact. Because like Chris Brown said it perfectly. It's like Chris Brown is 95% a singer with 5% rap. Even though Drake is kind of like, I'll give Drake a little 30% singer, 70% more rapper. It's just not the same, and it wouldn't mesh well in the verses. I would love to see it still. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see a concert between those two. Even though we might see it because, shout out to my boy Drizzy Drake, OVO Fest, the last one in Toronto before he takes it worldwide next year. I'm trying to score some tickets on Friday. It's like we out to Canada.
I'm not paying $900 on top of finding somewhere to stay to go to OVO.
Young Money reunion.
Sound like a bunch of gunshots and weed smoke. I'm good. I'll watch it. He'll stream it.
You don't want to be with the things and then what do my Canadians?
The things?
Hey, I don't know.
I'm good. I'm A-okay.
All right. So let's get to the other topics before we get to our song of the week. I want to do this real quick because it just happened yesterday. Cloud chasing is a disease in this generation, and y'all need to leave this shit alone, bro.
Need to leave.
Yo, so this TikToker, whatchamacallit, I think this TikToker just really got into Kehlani's face at Starbucks because apparently I think Kehlani called him an asshole and whatnot. I think I sent you the clips to play.
This shit. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, but Christian Walker was trying to air out Kehlani, try to get clout off of her, saying that he started acting all crazy, and then this guy Kehlani just cleaned him up, checkmated him, saying like, "Yo, bro, you was over here probably before you started with me. You was starting with the Starbucks employee over the lack of American flag." Mind you, they had a whole bunch of other pride flags.
You made to play her video?
Yeah, I'll send it. But
morning. I know you've all seen the video by now. Let's talk about it. I see behind me that kid Christian Walker visibly losing his shit in the car via my two mirrors. I'm not screen recording, but doing this on his screen to zoom in and film the Starbucks workers and film all the flags that are in the Starbucks windows. This Starbucks is covered in gay flags, trans flags, like American remixed gay flags. I see him losing his shit the whole time. Mind you, it's going slow as shit because there's so many people in the line. He proceeds to get to the little order box thing and is clearly harassing whoever's behind the order box thing.
So he's really in the wrong. And getting that, she calls him an asshole and he tries to, go get him. Like, bro, you're not a bigger star than Kehlani, Grammy nominated.
But the thing about it is the clout chasing shit is real because he probably knew he was in the wrong, but he knew. But I'm so upset that she responded because this is giving him the clout that he needed.
She said, I look good as hell in that video. I haven't heard.
Oh, yes, she does. And she posted something not too long ago about her tour when she was bent up. Kehlani, I know you got a girlfriend, Kehlani, and I know you don't want to fuck with us niggas no more. Well, Kehlani, fuck with the kid. You feel me? Fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy. I ain't gonna hold you. You bent over. I was like, yep, I see how you got a child. But yeah, just overall, stop clout chasing because I can kind of sense it in my blood. Like this person knew that by doing this video and getting into a public spat with Kehlani, I could already see his mind going, yeah, I'm gonna be on. Everybody's gonna want to follow me, even if I'm wrong or right. I'm gonna get a lot of interview, a lot of people talking about it. I'm gonna get a lot of fame. I'm gonna get a lot of followers, and I hate that. A lot of people do this for success in this generation.
Can we be honest though? Everybody want to be an influencer with no influence.
Ooh, gunshot. That was a bar. That was a bar.
But it's the truth. Like to the point, and everybody look. It's like niggas don't even want nothing. I want a little fashion over there. Little ass space.
Little sheens, man.
I really to the point, bro. When I say today was the day, I really almost deleted every social media for good. Like just because it's like the shit is not healthy. Because niggas not even really like. If you live in your life and you just post a pic, that's cool. But you're not going every time I go out. Hey, this is what I wore today. This is my. This is what I'm doing. This is what we ate. This is what we did. Nobody gives a fuck.
That's a fact.
I don't like. I be looking like, yo, are you having fun? Are you really having fun, or do you want people to compliment you because it makes you feel better about yourself? Like, that's how I feel about the post. Even like, we got mad flicks from vacation. I threw one flick up. I had the little post we was out there. I'm like, these shit's about to sit in my phone. I might drop them on Twitter. I might have a day where I'm like, you know what? I'm not feeling like the bad bitch that I am. Let me drop some. But, you know, for the most part, I'm like, yo, that social media shit is so played out because everybody, it's all attention. It's all fake therapy. It's all you trying to, you know, I was the ugly kid when I was little, and now I gotta, you know, now that I'm a baddie, or now that I have a platform, come fuck with me.
You still mid. Even with this, fuck out of here.
Even with this podcast, like, yo, bro, you yell at your time. I don't promote this shit. Like, this is, if people want to fuck with us, they gonna fuck with us. I'll throw it up every once in a while, but it's like, yo, this is a space where we come just to get our shit off and then go about our day, and it's therapeutic. As opposed to be like, ah, damn, I ain't getting enough hugs as a kid. Let me go up here and talk shit and make fun of all these famous people that make way more money than me. No. Yep. So it's just like everybody.
And you know what? So I know I also hate that a lot of people, when they see someone up in the media, they try to search up their tweet. And try to get them canceled.
Yeah, that's hating shit. Unless that person's really a scumbag and it's like, shit, they was a scumbag before, but you want to bring something up from like 8 years ago? Like, I don't know what the fuck what I was doing 8 years ago. So how you gonna hold me accountable for something I said at that point? What, 21?
And Twitter was a wild ass place.
Twitter was a wild ass place. And it's just like I said, everybody want influence. I'm like, what does that get you? It's gonna make you feel fake important. You might get invited to a BET Awards or the White ET Awards or whatever the fuck. Like, this shit is not real. And it's like, the people that are really flourishing are the people that are doing shit that they love. Like the dudes that do movie reviews, like the I Am Soup's kid, the Mexican kid, or the Straw Hat goofy kid on, like, those are people that really love what the fuck they do. And it shows because they're getting real opportunities to do that shit on top of their 9 to 5. Let's not leave out the 9 to 5. It's not just, oh, damn, she got a BBL, so I'm going to get a BBL and post.
But but the thing about it is, I think their mentality is, I just need a foot in the door. Once I get a foot in the door, then I can be my true self. And a lot of people get that foot in, my real talent in.
A lot of people get their foot in the door, and then they know what that real talent is? Non-existent.
You're right.
Non-existent. And that's like I said, I just be sitting here, I'm like, yo, bro, I don't mean to sound like a hater or a heart, but I'll be like, yo, why the fuck everything gotta be posted? Or, you know, why? Like, why? Or what? Why does everything have to be a documentary? It's like, why? We don't care. TikTok is supposed to be 15-second clips. Why the fuck do I want to see 3 minutes of you going on a trip that I didn't go on? You feel me?
I feel you. So, you're right.
It's just like, and then you get dickheads like this. All these flags and shit, and Kehlani's doing this to me. All right, what do you do to make yourself happy in life? Because obviously, them flags was the start of your bad day. What happened? Why did you?
I don't, and then also I don't want to, misidentify someone. But I think the guy might be part of the LGBT community as well. And he's over here complaining that he didn't see an American flag. What are we doing here? You just trying to find something. You're just trying to create content out of thin air.
But look,
you look stupid. You look dumb. You look
live in
dusty.
A society.
Hair's uneven.
we live in a society where people think their opinions matter more so they do. Maybe that's hypocritical. So we have a podcast. I don't give a nobody should. I don't care if you don't agree with what I say. This, like I said, I don't promote this shit. I have fun getting my shit off and going about my life. Nice. So everything doesn't have to be a moral compass. Everything doesn't have to be shared, and everybody doesn't have to be an influencer. Instead of pretending to have fun, go actually have fun. Because you know what I find when I have fun? I'm like, damn, I ain't record that much, but the shit I did get, it come with a story. We gonna talk about that shit at the cookout. That's all that matters.
Now, before we get to the song of the week, say no to drugs, kids. Orlando Brown.
Oh, he said, Bow, I got some good ass pussy.
Yo, bro. I am a boy, Damon.
Nah, okay. Whoa. And Bow was like, Bow took the high road. Bow literally hit him with the like, stay off of drugs. Like, shit crazy. Orlando Brown say something crazy every 6 months. They get people up into a tizzy. Then he goes to rehab and comes back clean, does something creative, goes for a little while, or the well runs dry, goes back on drugs, says something wild. It's a repeating cycle. Let's not fall forward again. Let's hope he gets the help.
You know what was funny? They was like, they put a picture of Little Ma. I think this is about while he was talking about. I was like, nah, leave Little Ma out of this.
Little Mama do kind of, they do look alike. That shit wild.
You feel me? But
question, you ever thought Little Mama looked good? You ever thought Little Mama was fine?
Oh yeah,
Little Mama?
The lip gloss popping was fire. You know, she's from Brooklyn, so you know.
So that don't mean she fine. I said fine. I didn't say fire. I said fine. Fine.
Yeah.
Really? I gotta look at, because I used to get hell for saying Tiana Taylor looked good, and I'll be like,
Tiana Taylor her body go crazy.
I seen it before the glow up, before the VH1 money started hitting, and niggas thought I was crazy.
You know what? It's because she had
she used to dress like a boy.
RBF. She had RBF.
Resting bitch face.
I didn't want to say that.
She definitely did have resting pitbull face. She
Yeah,
definitely did.
yeah.
She had
and then
resting
she was
pitbull
young
face.
she was young with that face, so it kind of like stopped people from like noticing her beauty until when she actually grew in a little bit more, and it kind of was like, oh shit.
It definitely helped
her to be more sexual.
I thought she was a rapper. And then I heard her first album, classic. I don't care what nobody say, that shit fire.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, "Ooh, shit! Talk to me like that again, you little bull face."
All right. I mean, we could do a quick versus recap. Omarion versus Mario. Omarion is a performer, not a singer.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was just. Oh my god, Sammy, Ray J gonna get to a bag regardless. Ray J is one of the smartest motherfuckers. He can always get to a bag. Mario just shows how a singer can capture everybody's emotion in one place without even moving a muscle, while Omarion has to do a whole bunch of antics to get people's attention. It just shows different ranges. And also, I'm not looking at Watermelon ever again. Thank you, Omarion and Orion.
I didn't even watch the whole joint, but I knew Mario. Like Omarion got hits, but if it comes, it depends on what you're looking for. Like and it's like you would think the stage element would have gave him like that advantage, but he was almost better suited doing the original verse, where it's just like, all right, you play your music, I'm gonna play my music, and let's see who hits ring out better. Cause Mario was talking shit. Mario was singing niggas songs. I enjoyed the Pleasure P and Sammy versus Bobby Valentino and Ray J, because it's like, you know what? I ain't go for as an R&B dude. Like I had those albums. Like Pleasure P's debut solo album was fucking crazy.
Oh yeah,
Sammy
number 2.
Sammy, I was a little disappointed because I'm like, Sammy got some singles as an adult. Not trying to discredit him like with the songs he chose, but he got some songs as an adult that slap. Past Come With Me, past You Should Be My Girl. I think I enjoyed hearing. I liked the way it sung in an adult cadence, but I felt like he has like some joints, and I was like, "Fuck." Even Ray J got some shit too, and I was like, he wasn't ready. He didn't know what he took the check.
Oh yeah, he was.
But Ray J had some. So I was like, "Damn, bro."
Embarrassing Brandy like that out there. Don't embarrassing the vocal.
And Bobby Valentino too. Bobby Valentino was probably the most consistent out of those four singing. Like he was, but I did even his song choice. He chose deep cuts off his first album. Like, bro, you was up here, body. You still had.
I think there was enough trannies there for him.
So that's wild. That's wild. But nah.
Back, baby, gunshot Slick.
On that note, I think it's time to just introduce the song of the week. Shout out to Mario. Versus, but also let's just say versus, we gotta let it go. You know that they say you can never have too much of a good thing. Eventually, sometimes that thing might not be good anymore because you had it too much. You gotta put that away. Let's sit on it. I understand. Y'all's getting paid. But what versus was versus what it is today is two totally different things. And like even when you hear Mario versus Omarion, he's like, y'all niggas is reaching.
And and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't even see Swiss Beats or Timberland promoting it like that anymore.
I feel like they sold it. I feel like they sold it on the low.
Yeah, no, they did. They did sell it to Thrill.
But I feel like they sold it when they not like they gave up. Like they sold it and it's like, all right, cool. We good right here, my nigga. Let's go.
Yeah, because shit, I mean, I still like it. I still kind of tune into saying because the matchups are not bad. When you look at all the matchups that happen, but I think it's just we're outside again. Versus was
not
great
even that.
when it was great. Versus was great when it was just like
in the house, bored in the house.
Yeah, it's just now it's just turned into a whole get money, concert. I'm like, I'm over it. Unless they get the Chris Brown and Usher or some shit like that. All right, time for the song of the week. You feel me? All right. Quick disclaimer, if you are watching this on YouTube, please exit and go to one of your favorite streaming apps, whether it's Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart, whatever you listen to, and then go type our name in and then go listen to the rest of the episodes so you can listen to our song of the week. But you know what it is. What's your song of the week this week, brother? Once again, you can find all our songs of the week on the Apple Music playlist. So go tune in. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for this people choice, the people's favorite, Slick. Drop it.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the TSA, Toxic Service Announcement. You already know what it is. This week, no special guests, just me and Slick holding it down. You know, we didn't want to bring nobody back on our Welcome Back episode. You already know what it is. Please subscribe to our Patreon because we also have a extra toxic topic about ghosting. So, you know, go check that out. And then we might record some more stuff in the future. All right. This week, brother, we got a couple. We got 3.
Tres.
We usually do 2. So this time we're giving out 3 because we took 3 weeks off. Now, what you think about the social media trend that's been going on? She's a 10, but
that shit low key funny. I'll be laughing because the girls and guys, they just be getting on each other's ass, and then some of it be true, and some of it just be dumb shit. Like she's a 10. What is it? As they say, he's a 10, but he's emotionally unavailable, so he's a 2. Or he's like it's like he's a 20 because I gotta crack that show. Like what? This is why y'all be crying on the internet.
Oh boy, now.
It's definitely jokes. I get it. I think
he's a 10, but he never says how he feels. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. That's that. It
depends on how. Depends on how I'm feeling that day. Honestly, it depends on how I feel about you that day. Honestly, that's how you get what I'm feeling. Sure, I gotta see.
Now, a couple of my favorite ones. She's a 10, but she's obsessed with astrology. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't mind y'all doing the whole sign stuff. I found out what my sun and moon sign is.
Yo, that shit is so weird though, because it's like, yo, I thought it was only one thing, and then some girl was like, yeah, nah, you could go to this website and they gonna give you. I was like, so I'm an Aries and and so my confrontational styles, I'm an Aries, but then in my emotional side, I'm a Pisces, but then in this, I'm a Cancer, and I was like, how the fuck do I know when to apply to this? Is like a astrology for dummies book I can find? Cause
and then after they found out your sign. Oh, you see, this is why I don't fuck with you, Cancer niggas. This is why I don't fuck with y'all.
I hold that down. Because let's shorty say she don't fuck with a sign, and I find out some nigga that's in her DMs is that sign. Like, oh, I thought we don't fuck with this, huh? What's happening here? What's going on?
I mean, to the last 3 niggas you fucked, they was all Geminis. For someone who didn't like 2-sided, but you was getting 2-sided dick.
Just sitting out here like, oh, you look. Words have power, mama. You just you won't cuff them, but they can have all the other fun. I get it. I understand.
Facts. And also, she's a 10, but she accused you of cheating because she had a dream. Oh my God.
My nigga. Oh, you wake up with her stand at you like, the fuck? Oh shit, what I do in this dream, baby? Yo,
you ever wake up so confused like, yo, wait, was I really with a bitch the last time? Like, wait, hold on.
Was I talking in my sleep? What are you talking about? I might have thought about it, but I ain't do it.
Yeah, you know, they be smacking you out your sleep like, bitch. I'm like, wait, I didn't even do nothing. We was cool. I took you out. We had a fun night. All something you talking about I was in your dream. Oh, but it's just a premonition of you cheating on me.
Yeah, you was laughing with the bartender, so now I gotta check your ass. What? I asked her what her favorite drink is because I'm hoping she gonna get us lit. I got one. She's a 10, but he doesn't take accountability for when she creates problems.
Oh, you about to get me in my bag. Come on. we came back for a 3-week hiatus. You want us to get in my bag for real? You know, girls don't. Accountability and girls go right over their heads. This might not go well.
Oh, shit. Well, this is why they say what they say about you, and they're going to probably say it about me too after this episode.
Before we gonna do some guy ones too. But this is my last one for girls. She's a 10, but she has low iron deficiency. Yo, you girls be having low iron and be cold as a motherfucker.
Cold as a motherfucker.
Baby girl, go take those iron pills. Stop it. Stop doing it to yourself.
I was like, girl, just start taking vitamins. I dead said it. I think she bought some. I don't know if she ever took them, but I seen the box of vitamins. I was like, oh, look, you listen to me, okay?
How the hell you that cold all the goddamn time?
That ass can't even enjoy the movie.
And then be trying to put your toes all in my gut.
Like I wore a hoodie for a reason to the movie theater. You knew it was going. Why you got a sundress on sleeveless?
Come on now. All right, let's do a couple of guy ones. He's a 10, but he has no social media.
He don't post when he go out.
I know a lot of women feel that one. Like they be trying to snoop and try to catch him slipping. Because you remember we had Moshe over here. She gonna look at your stories and screenshot it and pinpoint the whole area that you in. So a lot of niggas don't be trying to post on social media.
He's a 10, but he likes every single female's pictures, and most of his followers is girls, so it's a silent. It's 1.
Oh, shit. That's a good one. Oh, I know a lot of girls gonna feel this one. He's a 10, but he has a lot of female friends. Yo, girls hate when you have a lot of female friends. They be like, you gotta be fucking one.
I was gonna fight that, but then you're right. You're right. Because because if I call you a friend, like I literally to this day can probably consider like 4 girls my actual female friends, and I got female acquaintances, a female home. I got homegirls, but like legit friends, like we in the trenches, like y'all know shit about me. It's probably 3 or 4, and they'll meet and they got a vet shorty before whatever move. Like they like her, I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta keep you around. Once they stop,
because if I.
Go ahead.
But then again, you gotta be careful because some niggas be calling their friend sis when it be whole time fucking their whole sis out here too. So
niggas do be filthy with it. It's not my girl. We just fuck from time to time. He's a 10, but he doesn't like my pictures or reply to my stories.
That's swag. That's swag.
That's not a bad thing. I'm not gonna front. I definitely like. I think I like every other one of my shorty's pictures. I don't even like. Like I don't even think I like it's a birthday picture. Now that I think about it. Not even trying to be a dick. Like I just literally. I'm here with you. Like I bought the gift. I'm in the snap. Like I'm here. I'm with you. Understand that. Like I think that's play.
Why do people need to know me putting hyping you up for?
You might get like I'm definitely not commenting. I don't comment. I ain't saying nothing. If I comment,
you're not dropping no emojis.
I don't have to. Niggas know who the fuck I am. And it's like, you know what it is? Niggas start overthinking who they are, so they start trying to do the same shit. They try to comment in the DMs like, "Oh, listen, nice." I'm like, "Nigga, get the fuck out my bitch DMs and go mind your fucking business. Talk to your wife, nigga."
He's a 10, but he acts like a baby when he's sick. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's a fucking Lily. I'm what?
Damn.
What? I want my bottle.
Please, baby.
I'm not going for it. I be trying to thug it out. I wait till she go to work and I'll be dying. I'll be like, I'm good. And she like, no. You know,
like, baby, just rub that Vicks on my chest.
I hate that shit. No, the Vicks or whatever that fucking soup shit y'all Haitians be setting up on the stove that steam that shit out. I hate that shit with a passion. You gotta fight me to make me do either one of them shits. And she knows to fight. She be like, come on, you know, we got to do it. I'm like, fuck you. Then I started dropping. I started taking shots. That's why your big toe lopsided. Like, I'm not doing this shit.
And you know what? I kind of hate this one because I do this a little bit. He's a 10, but he does TikTok dances. Yo, let a nigga rock out here. Niggas can't have fun out here.
Nope, because it's fun attracts bitches.
niggas can't do the Jersey hip shit. No. I'm in the lab trying to learn this shit right now. Like, what?
Nope, fun attracts bitches. You wildin'. Told you, we had this conversation on the pod. What they said, they like, you be having too much fun. You can't do that. Gotta be chilling.
Yo, that is crazy. You can't, as a man, you can't even have fun outside like that.
You can't. And then your girl gonna try to make it. She's like, yeah, he can go have fun. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna hear about this shit. As soon as we get in the car, some give people. So you thought it was funny to dance with that bitch? You told me to. I've been in situations
you
where
can't
it's
have fun without them.
Yeah, I've been in situations where I run into old joints from college and they want to dance. I'm like, nah, I'm with shorty. Because you know that's a player move. Like, nah, I'm with shorty. Chill. And she's like, nah, go ahead. I'm like, bitch, you really trying to get me killed? You gonna say some wild shit? In the car, you gonna tweak? I know you gonna tweak. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to deal with this. It's like
so when she dropped it low on you, you just got to the floor with her too. I'm like, yo, what am I supposed to do? Let her touch my knees? So
you went to the second verse, huh? Second verse? This your fault. You should never told me to do it. I didn't think you was really gonna do it, nigga.
All right, so that was good. Also, I kind of do like the whole emoji shit. If I send you this shit, that means wrap it up, you know.
Started rapping.
I ain't gonna lie, some of the social media trends is funny.
I'm too old for that. I'm gonna just tell you, like, yo, you wildin', or I told you so. My favorite shit, I'm be like, I'm gonna tell you what's happening. You're gonna tell me it's not happening, and it is gonna happen. I'm gonna text you. I'll be like, I told you so. That's my shit. I be like, I told you so.
I'm good for
that. Ain't nothing like that. When you tell those, and it is like, oh shit, he was right. No emoji. I was right. Say I was right. Let's move forward. Let's go drink. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the next topic. Oh man, this sparked a huge debate on Black social media. If you don't know, Watch Jasmine was on the Shane Booty podcast, and there was a clip of her talking about being submissive, which had everybody up in wraps. We're gonna play this clip.
Let's go.
What does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you And I study you. Like, I know how you are in the morning. I know how you are about midday. I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like, before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And you know, when I talk to my girlfriends about it, they're always like, oh, how you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. And I've been known to love people back to health. And sometimes it's very draining, but my love is my superpower. And I used to hate that about myself. But now it's like, I'm just embracing it. Like, that's who I am. Like, if I love you, I can heal you.
It's your joy.
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest, you know? So know what that means. And that works for us because he wants what I have to offer.
What are you getting?
Wow.
This clip had, it was like girls were saying it's giving mom energy. It's, oh, she's basically babying him. Oh,
I can
women
see it
need to, this is what guys want girls to be submissive. Go ahead.
I see it from both sides. Cause some of the stuff she was saying, I was like, it is very much could be overbearing. She's in the situation where it works for her and her partner. That wouldn't fly. Some dudes don't want that. Some dudes don't want to be mommed, I guess, for lack of a better word. You feel me?
But not scratching my back while I'm going to sleep. I ain't going home.
But I'm saying that would be for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she said something very clear, which is why I can see both sides and I can't eviscerate either side. She says something that this is her love. This is her joy. You feel me?
Her love language.
Yes. This is how she shows. And she said at a time it used to be draining. It's probably draining because she's with the wrong partner. Somebody that didn't know how to take it, that just took and didn't give anything back. But to be like, again, it's balance. So she's doing this. There's no mention of what the man is doing for her. So all we get is a soundbite. All we get is I scratch his back. I don't unpack my shit, shorty. You don't know what's in my bag, but you know, I'm just the only child to me. Like, I don't like my shit touched like that. But you know, like she's saying, I'm doing all these things. Like she takes joy in her food. Like I remember when my shorty used to get mad at me if I said, oh, girl, they made food at work. I ate at work. No, eat my food. Fuck that. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like that's her love language. That's her showing her thing. She might not. And it's like, who knows? She might be a terrible fucking communicator, but she takes care of her man. You know, so it's like there's a balance to it. And who's to say what he does for her again? Now I can say,
and clearly he likes her doing these things. Yeah, what she said in the clip,
she was glowing. She was glowing like, yes, mama, that shit butter working. But then on the opposite side, a lot of people, male and female, don't know how to love. I don't want to say unconditionally, but without bounds. That's the word I want to say.
Without being selfish.
Without bounds. Unbounded love. And what I mean by that is that, like, you will give your last. You will step a little bit outside of yourself. Not because you owe it to anybody, but because that person and you feel so connected that it's like, I don't even see this as a problem. Sometimes I might be tired. Sometimes if it's the wrong person and y'all beefing, it might seem like a lot of work. But if it's the right person and y'all in the right state of mind, you're not even thinking about that. And I think to articulate that word submissive is misleading because submissive is natural, is I don't call it a slur, but it's almost become like a slur, almost like we're going to talk about independent maybe next time on Patreon, but it's almost become like a slur because like you think submissive is like, oh, you're walking on your knees, doing whatever the fuck I tell you to do. No. In a relationship, submissive almost goes hand in hand with respect. Like you're going to ask me, I respect you enough, or I want to show my love, admiration, and respect for you in a way that this is what I'm bringing to the table. It doesn't have to be spoken about. You're tired? Come lay on my chest. Your back is hurting? Let me rub your back. Oh, you're hungry? Let me get you something to eat. You know, I didn't communicate to you effectively. Let me apologize. Apologizing can be viewed as submissive sometimes. I'm never wrong. No, you were fucking wrong. And if you don't feel like you were wrong, sometimes that apology, you taking the L, can go so much longer and you having a W in your relationship, if that's what you want. You feel me? So I think that submissive is probably another word, and her actions made a lot of people uncomfortable. It is definitely does give a little, like, she might be a tad bit overbearing, but that worked for her. And I think that's the downside of podcasts, where we get into those elements of relationships, because everybody doesn't love the same. Everybody's love doesn't look the same, and everybody's not ready to have a conversation or hasn't experienced a relationship where you're able to really say, you know what, yeah, that shit definitely.
And a lot of people project.
Yeah, like, I'm not doing that for this motherfucker. I've had moments like this stuff that I'm doing now that maybe 4 years ago I probably would say I would never do in a relationship. 5 years ago before I met, I probably never said I would do in a relationship. But it's like you grow and you learn and you appreciate, and you also learn your partner. And if you really think it's worth it, not on some like codependent, I don't want to be by myself bullshit. That's a whole nother topic for another day. But on some like, yo, this motherfucker right here, like, you it. And I understand that sometimes you need something that might require me to step out of what I'm doing at the moment to get you ahead. Not saying not to fill your own cup, but it's like sometimes you have to offer that. If that's submissive and that's clown shit and that's momming and dadding or whatever else, then it's like I feel like as a lover you're not giving yourself the fullest extent of your abilities to give that situation a chance. What you think?
Yeah, when the energy is reciprocated, then there's no, at least to me, when energy is reciprocated, there's no bounds of what I'll do for my significant other.
Absolutely.
If I'm feeling like I'm getting the same energy back from my partner, if she wants me to scratch her back until she goes to sleep, even learn how to braid her hair when she's doing her protective style, if she wants me to sit here and cook, if I'm getting the same energy back, I'm not going to limit myself because of society's standard for a person that's showing me actual love. And I feel like a lot of people are been in relationships that have not been reciprocal or have had the mutual energy. And that's why they kind of take offense to this. And I just think that in this world that we're in now, respect for your lover and respect for your relationship doesn't go hand to hand anymore. I think this generation, especially social media, promotes a lot of selfish loving.
Yeah, it's all clout. It's all I can show you what my love look like, but I've come to a point in my big age, I'm taking respect over love any day. Because love is gonna be there. Love is gonna be. It's like your parents. You might have to you loved your parents, but whoever commanded, they had to command that respect. You feel me? Like you literally like, yo, I respect you and I love you. Loving you is not gonna make me not be a dickhead. But respecting you is gonna be like, all right, I'm not gonna wild out.
And I want to touch on that point too, because a lot of people like to talk about the past in the decades, the 70s and 80s, about how they stayed together. Probably love wasn't even what made them stay together. That whole fairy tale love that I think your grandparents or great grandparents had, it wasn't really love that made them stay together. Maybe it was an obligation, but it was also a respect thing that made them stay together. And that's what a lot of people think. A lot of people want to live in that whole fairy tale of just love. Yes, great. I do love, and I like to think of myself sometimes as a hopeless romantic sort of thing. But in your relationship, there has to be respect.
And you have to know how to show
mutual respect. Yes. You can't think that you can do whatever you want with this person and not expect the consequences and stuff like that. So when it comes to being submissive, I think we should just remove the whole submissive word out of it, because I think it just has a negative connotation to it. And I think every time someone hears submissive, it automatically means just to be obedient without question. And I don't think,
like a pet.
At least for me, I don't want a girl like that. I'm telling you right now, I don't want a girl who's obedient. I can't. Because, bro, that you know, with like, Uncle Ben from Spider-Man, great power comes with great responsibilities. I know if I have a girl, maybe if I have a girl who's just obedient, don't really like communicate or anything, I might end up doing some fuck shit just off because I think you
can get it off. You know, you can get it off.
Yeah, I don't have no boundaries.
Absolutely.
And that's why we have to understand relationship about compromise, about establishing boundaries, establishing your non-negotiables.
That's a fact.
And a lot of people don't want to do that. And I think, like I said before, we in a generation of selfish loving. Everybody's just like, yo, it's me.
As soon as I don't feel, as soon as you don't feel right about a situation, I'm gonna go do me. All right, stupid. Now you lonely. Now I don't do that shit you like me doing. Congratulations.
A relationship is with a lot of person or more, depending if you into that lifestyle or not. But you in a relationship with a lot of person, you have to inherently think of the other person and how they're feeling and what are their boundaries and their non-negotiables. It's not just about you and how you feel. Yes, how you feel and all the other things matter, but you have to understand that the other person that you are in a relationship with matters too. And you have to sometimes come to a compromise. You have to sometimes forego how you feel in respect of your partner's feelings.
Or because it's a lot, and you know the sad part is, I think that a lot of times when people get into those spaces where they do some dumb shit, and they trying to, they trying to go back, fix their problem, it's like they don't want to acknowledge what they've done and how that can impact the partner. You feel me? Because once you open certain doors, they're open. It's not like, oh, I'm sorry, this never happened. No, it happened, and it probably impacted somebody in a way that you can't even fathom because it hasn't happened directly to you. Right. So you have to be able to have those conversations and be like, yo, we working this out. We doing this thing. That respect has to come in first and foremost. Like, we don't, like, out of respect, a lot of shit does not happen. And that's what it is. And I think that's another part where we have these tough conversations about the submission, like you said, because it's not a lot of, everybody wants to lovey-dovey. Oh, you're cute. I'm cute. We enjoy being together. But damn, what does respect look like to you? I think that's a conversation that people should have early on in dating. Yo, what's your
boundaries? What's your non-negotiables? Like, if I do this, what is the actions of me doing this?
Yeah, like how?
And you know what? Crazy. Side note, I just saw this on the New Orleans Mall. A lot of people talking about sometimes you can control your partner by giving them sort of your non-negotiable. So example, if you tell her, yo, if you go cheat on that guy, I'm going to leave you. Some people see that as you being controlling to your partner. Or if you go out this way, and if maybe cheating is an extreme form. If you go out to this party, I will not be here when you come back, sort of thing.
Like, that's like manipulation almost. That's how they kind of see
it. Yeah. But in my head, yes, it could in certain examples, it can go into controlling and whatnot. But if I'm telling you what's my non-negotiable and what's the actions of that, I don't see that as controlling.
That's a fact. And I think
if you do this thing, I'm going to leave. You can't say nothing about that. You have the choice to continue to do that or not, out of respect for me or whatnot.
Absolutely. And I agree with you. I think it can be manipulated sometimes, but it also depends. Like, certain situation matters, context matters. And it's like, it doesn't have to be I'm leave, but it's like, yo, I don't like that. We're gonna talk about that when we get back. So it's like, that's something you're weighing, like conversation. Or, a lot of things relationships people don't do. They don't ask why. Why do you feel this way? Why does that bother you? Right? It's just a matter of this motherfucker control. This bitch is over here. Why? No. Why do you feel this way? What can I do to quell that? Because we also got to talk about with respect and trust as well. Because those are elements. Love is only, it's like if you really created like a little pie chart, it might be like 25% love, 25% respect, 25% trust, and then 25%, I don't know what the last 25% would be. We figured that out. Y'all could tell us in the comments, but there are elements that might be miscellaneous. That might be up subject to the partnership. But like, though, you have to have those elements in order to be like, I guess maybe accountability or loyalty or something, whatever, one of those, the T words, but it has to be there for it to work. And we ask those couples that are together, riding strong, even through their dark times, it's like, yo, this is why it works. Or when they're struggling, it's like, oh, this is what's lacking right now. We lost points in respect. We lost points in trust. We lost points in accountability. We lost points in love. And it's like, maybe when you lose a love, it's like, all right, cool, maybe this shit is over. But the other ones, it's like, you can control that, moderate that, figure out how to get that right.
And communicate that and work on that. So I just say, yo, this works for Jasmine. And this works for her partner, and they seem to talk about it, and they obviously the energy is being reciprocated, and obviously it's going well. Please don't project and say here and say women don't follow that. You just have to have a conversation with your partner. Your relationship might look different compared to a lot of person's relationship. Yeah. Your boundaries might look different compared to other people's boundaries, and your non-negotiables
look different. I'm about to say, sometimes you see some shit, I'm like, yo, that shit cool, and then you be like, For them, it worked. Like, all right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
And you're subject to change. Everything is subject to change because if I'm with this girl, my non-negotiable might be something with this one. Now, if we ended and I get with this person, it could be totally different due to the situation and how old I am. So it's always subject to change.
I'm about to say, experience is your greatest teacher. So if you experience something, it's like, yeah, nah. Like when somebody say, oh, if you in these bitches DMs, I'm out. Why? My ex did that shit and he was cheating. We get have a conversation, but it's like I understand that. I can withhold from sliding in DMs. You feel me? Like shit like that.
Facts. Oh, that was a very mature conversation of us. Look at us.
They can't hate you this week because you actually didn't say nothing crazy.
Come on now. All right, they might hate me for this next one over here. All right. How do you feel about using women's lingo?
What is women's lingo? Like, hey, man, that's my bitch. Right. Twerk. What is women's lingo?
So I came across this on Twitter. It started off as a joke and I was laughing. So I'm gonna give her credit. Your girl KY_ tweeted, when y'all be talking a girl through her nut, what y'all be saying? So, guys will start sitting here and made like quote tweets like, not you about to come. Actually, it's the leg shaking for me at her big age. So, us guys was having fun with it. And then I just started seeing tweets from other women saying like, oh, it's giving gay that y'all using this lingo and whatnot. And it kind of like made me want to bring this up to the podcast. Like, what's the problem with guys using women lingo when clearly girls knew our lingo? Because I know a lot of girls who be glah glah boom, that's my son. What else shit girls be saying to be taking our lingo? Because that's the first step when a girl really fucks with you, when she start taking your words and shit.
I don't know. I feel like the internet just doesn't want niggas to be fun. Niggas is supposed to cut a check. Niggas is supposed to pay bills, fly you out, pay for shit, not get no pussy and go to work. Bro. You hit
the nail on this one, because I saw a lot of tweet like way in the past, like, yo, something about guys being in the group chat doesn't do nothing does something to me. I'm like, wait, we can't be in a group chat now?
Guys wearing shorts slightly above their knee. Like, shut the fuck up, because y'all was just hoochie daddy and a crazy a month ago.
Yo, just say that.
Yo, guys just can't be fun, because we've already said it. If girls say this shit on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, they perpetuate this ideal person, 50% of these lame ass niggas is going to follow it, and another 25% of us is going to be like, fuck it. Now, let me get a pair just in case. You never know, I have to break in case of emergency. Might go outside real quick and put on my hoochie daddies and be like, yo, it's giving fly. Like, you feel me? But the internet doesn't want niggas to be fun. That's the same way it wants girls to be too fun and guys not to be fun. So too much and not enough equals balance.
Speak on it.
Too much and not enough equals balance. Like, you don't want to see two wild motherfuckers together, because that's just like how them niggas is fighting in the crib. Them niggas is throwing fisticuffs. But if you create a thing where if the digital woman can do whatever the fuck she wants, that means that the man can't, because they're not creating. There's no balance. There's no harmony. So it's like if a girl's trying to have a hot girl summer, she don't want her nigga at the nigga she's attracting to be at the same events doing the same shit, because then that's almost a reflection of, damn, like, yes, we can have fun, but it's like, ooh, this nigga out here. I mean, I know I got what she got on, her sundress, or one of them Shein or Fashion Nova shits with either the booty cheeks or the titty meat out, or something overly underdressed, and the niggas out there with his tight white t-shirt, the hoochie daddy shorts and Air Force Ones with the socks. The shorts is a size too tight so he can show the little the dick print. Like, it's like, wait a minute. I'm outside naked, wilding out. You outside naked, wilding out. Now we both don't like each other. This can't happen. I'd rather she wants to be in the club, and he's got to be at work somewhere making some motherfucking money. That's what. That's what the internet basically be telling us. Don't have fun. So, fellas, if you going by the internet, that means y'all niggas should be at work. Don't tweet. Don't laugh. Don't smile.
Go build a house.
Don't post no picture.
Go fix a cabinet.
Word. Go collect maple syrup in the fucking wherever they make maple syrup at. I
don't know. I like certain women lingo. Like what's certain lingo shit that women be saying? Not you about to go do this. I ain't gonna lie. I be catching myself. I'm like, whoa. I be watching too many.
Yeah, I'm definitely in my big age. I be saying that shit all the time. In my big age, I'm not doing this stupid shit. Don't get me tight. In my big age, I'm not outside doing this dumb shit.
It's given. I don't say it, but I love it whenever you say that. It's giving crackhead. Girls I ain't gonna lie, whipping lingo be hilarious though. I ain't gonna hold you, but yo, fellas, just have fun. Don't care. We could be in group chats, so we could wear our little hoochie daddy shorts. We could do whatever just as much as women could do whatever as well. You feel me? But I think that's a great way to end it, right?
Yeah, solid.
Alrighty, we back on it. Season 2. We here consistently every week. More Patreon, more merch, more everything. Please follow us on social media. This might not go well. If you have any branded deals, business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgo@gmail.com. I'm the host with the most, Be Breezy, aka Poppy Size Zone.
It's your boy Slick. We out of here, y'all. Y'all be great. We see y'all next week.
Ciao.
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.